beautiful morning. Definitely, you scored more than them. That's why you're here. So clap for yourself. So in case you hear that that they gave the people so you should be proud of yourself. So when you hear some people say that they gave it to their friends, there is no friend. I don't know anybody. I don't know this. I know my contemporaries, like this one, where they here. So I want to congratulate all of you for making the list. The exam, you gave the right commitment, and you are here. My name is Robinson Elechi. I don't have a handwork. I'm just a chartered accountant. We count other people's money and report it. Don't be like me. But if you like to be like me, you can combine this skill with ICANN, right? Or if you are, how many of you here read accounting in your first degree? 1, 2. Only 2. This is serious. If you're an accountant, you are here. Which course are you doing? Cloud. You read accounting? Wow, interesting. What of you? Accounting. What are you doing here? Good. Madam. Yeah, sir. Okay, which course? What? Okay, which course are you doing here in this program? Good. If you study accounting and you are doing, you study accounting and now went far to do cloud engineering. You know, when in the multinational environment, hire accountant with tech savvy. That's the requirement. Accountant with tech savvy. If you are not a tech savvy accountant, you will not. So, once you are an accountant and tech savvy, the cloud is the beginning. Give it all the commitment, and for those from discipline, whether you read CRUK and you are in full stack, front end, back end, cyber security, because it's going to change so many things. And I want to assure you, if you are not tech savvy and you are here, where I'm coming from, or Facebook, so I can devour any data and use it to, you have so master your art if you are in that can make an employer not say no to you in a, and such that if you are subjected within 20 minutes to produce with your raw data, you'll be able to do that. You know what causes poverty? Poverty. Now that reason. Do you understand me? Now that reason. Do you understand me? You have 10,000. That one. That one is what produce. If you say that the poverty index in Nigeria is, even men these days look for Gen 2K. You see the other who? That one is very hard. I won't tell you lie. It's very hard. That's why people don't just, once you get to the middle, you can abandon it and go away. Say after all, if you're a lady and you are doing cyber security and you get to a point, you say, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time here. So I would have just, if I use it, and then a friend of yours will call you to come and become a hair vendor. Make us say hair inside your room. And then you carry a calculator and calculate how much you make per hair times what if you sell 200 hair? You say it's already 400,000. What am I wasting my time in this kind of cyber security stuff? Very good reason. And before you know, you've done the program. And you go. The world will continue with those who didn't dump it. For a man, if you're not careful, you're going to get people. Welcome, sir. Let me immediately introduce to you a very senior colleague of mine in the profession and a very senior citizen. He's no other person than artificial intelligence specialist. University in Ericsson. You see how backward we are? If you don't know that we are backward, you should, that should. Again, even those who read electrical engineering, like from my side, I'm from Megiklan, all their specialization is oil and gas, oil and gas, oil and gas. But let me tell you, if you do a cloud engineering here, and they hire you in Ericsson as a transmission engineer, or as a cloud specialist, or as a TS Edge specialist, your least salary is $6,000. $6,000 is about 9 million naira, right? How many person are they paying 9 million naira in oil company? Very few. But all our mind is in the oil company. Who are those working in Facebook? Have you asked yourself? In Google, they occupy like 4th floor. No Oba, no Ekpe, no Ikwere in Google. Mind you, you are qualified to be in Google. You have the capacity, the brain capacity to work in Google. You have the brain capacity to work in TikTok. People earn fat salary in TikTok that you smile on your bed every day. All those stuff. I told you that in 2018, I was financial controller for Facebook and WhatsApp in Ericsson for West Africa. While you were smiling, I was making sure that all the equipment, all the contracting processes for between Ericsson and WhatsApp and Facebook are being structured. As you smile, I take the money. You understand? Don't be the one smiling and going hungry. Be the one smiling and also eating the money. If you open Facebook, go to the career part of Facebook. As of today, they have over 500 jobs they just posted across the world. Most of them are remote jobs, which means you can be here and be supporting Facebook as a staff in Nigeria. I have a friend, he's in Presidential Hotel, he has a permanent room there. He's supporting that's a remote company that he's working with. They said they don't want to hear power problems, so it's there permanently. He has worked for 3 years now. Okay, Microsoft. He has taught class in computer science in UST. You know why? I told him, don't mind what I tell you there. You can't use it to secure job. Go to NIT. Then NIT was popular. He was there doing one course from another course in NIT. Wasn't really paying attention because what they were teaching him is Fortran. No computer can accept Fortran as a programming language. Do you have any computer here? Even this AC cannot hear. If Fortran send him a message, it will hear. The guy finished Microsoft certification, went to Java, went to Python. Do you know what happened? He went to Upwork. So from today, you can open your account in Upwork and register and start looking for a job. A Microsoft manager chatted him. I say, we can hire you if you can do this project. He said, share it. They didn't ask him, did you have 2-1? Or second class lower, all this thing. They just gave him the project and he delivered it in 2 days. The next thing, na 6-figure contract. No be Yahoo boy, yo. Na legit. You don't know what it means to open a contract, a company sent you, and that contract, your net pay is 6 million naira per month. You are in that place where you can earn. Okay, my colleague, son, who went to University of the People, because if you want to study computer science, If you're a parent, don't waste your time, your child time, sending it to USC or Uniport. Don't do it. They register him in NIT. You didn't, have to pull the money from your account. It is still your money that we have used to pay for you because you are from those communities. And make sure that you are following up. If you don't achieve, I will not pay you stipend. Afraid of you, so I won't pay you stipend because you didn't meet up. So if you want to play with your future, I will help you to make sure to you with everything. And while you are doing your course, you can in Udemy buy a suit on that course you are training. How many of you know Udemy? Buy a suit sometime on promo naira, right?
Even if you're not putting on, the one you're putting on is not having stripes, and then it's plain black, just know that I'm coming to you, and you. They say ladies first. All right, so you're going to introduce yourself.
Okay, I would like to introduce the executive chairman of the Obagi Oil Field Host Committee. The company with him is Honorable Christian Ahako, one-time member of the River State. Sit down, please. So at this point, the MC for this occasion will take over.
All right, we may have a seat now. I very much welcome the chairman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be starting the program in earnest right now. We're going to be starting the program in earnest right now. And that is to say, I'm welcoming you formally to the induction ceremony of the Speedlink Obagi, Speedlink and Obagi Host Community Development Trust, that is the Hcdt, batch 2 OML 58 Obagi Hcdt CDP. All right. And it's beautiful to see all of these amazing faces here, ready to learn, ready to, take their future very seriously, ready to mean business, ready to actually, take River State or put River State on the global map of relevance as innovators. Because the whole idea of this, I'm sure the head of administrator has already told us this, that we are looking at all the Hcdt is looking at, seeing Rivers people, especially the Obagi people, in strategic places. He cited some instances. And that was to challenge, and I'm actually hoping that you were challenged, and you will still, be challenged more before we leave here today for you to take your program, the training, very seriously. John Best Uche is my name. John Best Uche is my name. They call me the social voice, and that's exactly who I am. I'll be your host, MC for this induction ceremony today. I thought somebody was going to clap. Because I know be chairman, how you want to take clap now? And I know be head of administration, how you want to take clap? I bet clap for me, Joe. All right. Even Mr. Chairman is clapping for me, my goodness. Chairman, sir, thank you so very much for the honors. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be starting the program in earnest, like I said. And to start the program, opening prayer. Why that is going on or why that will be happening, I want to be sure that the media, you have the anthem ready for us. Okay, so we're going to be taking opening prayer. Now, that's how you know when people are serious. That's how to know, what is very important, committing everything to God's hand.
Amen. Let's close our eyes and rise up to honor Jesus. Father, in the name of Jesus, our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this great opportunity that you've given to each and every one of us we thank you for the head of this organization. We thank you for the students that you have brought to this place to learn. We thank you for today that you have brought each and every one of us far and near to come to this place. We say, Lord Jesus, that you take absolute control in the name of Jesus. Lord, we are calling upon you to take charge over all the things and activities that we shall be doing today. We cannot do it on our own. And so we say, Lord, come and have your right of way. Come and take charge in our hearts. Come and take charge in our knowledge. Come and take charge in our understanding. Lord, let us not just come here and mope. But Lord, let us, as we've come, we shall acquire all the knowledge that we ought to acquire. In the name of Jesus. And Lord, we're praying earnestly for the head. We're praying for the leader. As you have given him this mindset and grace to carry about this organization, this program, Lord, we ask for greater heights. We're asking, Lord, that you will bless him in abundance. Lord, he shall lack nothing. Even those who has come, the staffs, the stockholders, even the students, Lord, we are asking that you will grant us the privilege and opportunity, the grace, not to quit this program. In the name of Jesus. We shall go about it from today that it's starting, even to the end of it. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father. Thank you because you are here with us. Thank you because you have granted us a heart desires. We will not come here and go back without acquiring anything. But we shall acquire the earnest knowledge that we desire. And we will go back rejoicing and being big men and big women in the society. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray.
Thank you very much. Please come. Please come. Please keep clapping for her. Clap for her. Thank you. So tell us your name.
My name is Hcdt Davidson.
Hcdt Davidson. So what course?
I'm doing digital marketing and content development.
Digital marketing and content development. Super. Please put your hands together for
Hcdt Davidson.
Hcdt. I would have said maybe Dickness. Hcdt. Agreed? All right, please put your hands together for Dickness Hcdt Davidson. All right, digital marketing, and I'm wishing you all the best in your track of training. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight up to the national anthem, Nigerian national anthem. Shall we all be on our feet, please? Media.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Please, you may have your seats now. Thank you very much. Once again, you're welcome to the induction ceremony of the Obagi Host Community Development Trust, Hcdt, and Speedlink students induction ceremony of the batch 2 of OML 58 Obagi Hcdt CDP. Of course, you know that the theme is local roots, global relevance, nurturing homegrown innovators. By that theme, I'm sure that some of us behoves that you point the organizers, of course, the chairman here, seated relevance by becoming an innovator. All right, we're going to be starting now, but showing us very shortly. We want to acquaint us of this environment. You are inside the Emerald Energy Institute, one of the halls here for this induction ceremony. And should you have the need of exiting this hall, do not panic. That is, if you hear or see anything that would require you out of this place, do not panic. It's very simple. You came in through this door. It's very simple. Majestically, probably in extreme case, we could actually, find a way out of this place. But do not panic. You could actually use this place as your. Are we together? And then again, should you have the need to use the restroom, we have about 4 toilets there. 2 for the guys, 2 for the ladies. 2 for the guys, 2 for the ladies, just outside there, once you exit the hall. And also by my left, we have 2 toilets there. 1 for the guys, 1 for the ladies as well. 1 for the guys, 1 for the ladies as well. As you use the toilet, you go there to use the restroom. Please, please, and please, leave it cleaner, leave it better, leave it more sparkling than you would be meeting it. Very important. Leave it cleaner, leave it better, leave it more sparkling than you would be going there to meet them. And I think part of the things like this, is character, and you can start from now to show that you are worthy of that certificate you'll be given at the end of your training, whether as a data analyst or a full stack web developer and all of the tracks you'll be training on. I'm sure you already know that they don't give you a certificate based on only the training you get, but what? Character and what? Learning. So you could actually start that from here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're welcome to this induction ceremony. Put your hands together for yourselves, please. All right, we're going to be looking at the screen to see videos of past cohorts. Videos of past, chronological video of past cohorts, actually. I'm sure you know that this is batch 2, and it means that some persons have undergone this training you are in for. Probably, you call them alumni, right? Yeah, you call them alumni. And it means that by virtue of that, you may want to even reach out to some of them to give you, a hint on how the training went for them in order for you to actually, know how or know what to expect in the training and how to comport yourself, how to, make the training worthwhile for yourself. If you have friends, if you have relatives, if you have people that underwent this training before you, you may want to do that. But first, get to see probably their faces right now. Please let's look at the screen right now. Thank you.
Every journey begins with a single step. For that step began with a vision, a future reimagined through the Obagi Hcdt program, in partnership. This remarkable day, dignitaries gathered. A powerful meeting of minds and missions where commitment met opportunity. The chairman himself inspired the room, promising that excellence would be...
I want to make a commitment here that the best 3 students that will come out of this center, the trust will fund them to go and do a program in US.
For the top 3 students, the world awaits. The presence of the 7th Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt underscored the importance of this initiative. These students aren't just part of a program, they are part of a movement.
On Saturday night, we had to make a call to the providers of the training, and we procured 27 licenses for 27 students of cybersecurity. And each license, if you Google it, each license is worth about 1,300 USD. But we had to procure that. In fact, we had to place the order immediately. And also for the we already procured licenses for 25 students worth 4,500 USD as part of our commitment.
Mr. Daniel Ocon shared the heart of the mission, empowering these students to solve real-world problems through innovation, excellence, and purpose-driven learning. Their journey began with 1 month of intense induction, where they were trained in leadership, character, and vision by some of the nation's brightest minds, laying the foundation for greatness. Inside the walls of Speedlink, learning took a new shape. In an environment that breathes serenity and focus, students found a space to thrive. From coding to hardware, from theory to hands-on mastery, they weren't just taught, they were transformed. They spoke of growth, of dreams becoming plans, of expectations being not only met, but exceeded.
I've been fascinated about how the internet works and how data is utilized.
Applied to several places. When I saw the prize, I was discouraged because it had too many juicy things coming with it, and I was glad that I saw the opportunity. I applied.
On screens, they laughed, played, connected. They as part of growth. Three months in, real presentations, real-world experience, each student showcasing creativity.
Got it from taboo.com, and then we use
proper understanding, aligned with industry standards.
In the middle, but it didn't end there. Now it's game day, fun day, a day to breathe, to laugh, to connect, new friendships, new memories, a celebration of courage, growth, and community. This is what it's all about. As graduation week approached, a celebration of how far they had come and a glimpse of what was yet to unfold. These students weren't just preparing to collect certificates, they were preparing to pitch their own business ideas, competing for funding that could turn dreams into real, thriving ventures.
What does value mean to these people? When you find your right crowd, you know where to meet them. The next thing, what does value mean to them? Because what you think is valuable, it's not be valuable to them. People don't buy because of what you think is valuable. They buy because of what they are convinced is value to them.
But the impact didn't stop there. Even before the applause came, they were stepping out, not just into new careers, but into their communities. They organized outreach programs, distributed mosquito nets, and found ways to give back with purpose. Because during their time here, they learned a powerful truth. Real success is not just about rising, it's about lifting others as you go.
I'm so happy, I'm grateful unto you, because I know that the mothers in this community, most of them have been coming for net, but today, people have given us that rest.
My name is Iwinusa Ndokoge, and I'm training coordinator here at Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited. It's been an amazing time with our students for the past 7 months. We have been learning, unlearning, relearning, and having fun together. I'm wishing all of you luck in your various endeavors, and I pray that as you put in the work, you would also receive the fruits from the work you are putting into it afterwards.
Enjoy the video, right? If you're a student and you do not enjoy that video, I mean, you're here for a serious business, right? And then inside the seriousness, we have fun time, all right? So be rest assured that you're going to have a great time learning, serious time learning, and of course they say all work without play makes what? Are you Jack? All work without play makes what? Are you Jack? Put your name now. Done best. At Speedlink, you're definitely going to be learning, and you are also going you learn a lot of things through that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving straight up to the next item here, and it's going to be the welcome address by the hosts of this program. Mr. Daniel Okon. He is the host. I'm talking about Mr. Daniel Okon, an amazing gentleman, a perfect gentleman. When you talk about humility, you talk about one who has the people at heart, all right, who has the development, the interest of the people, students like you at heart. Then, if that was a person, I think it should be Mr. Daniel Okon. Once again, let's put our hands together for Mr. Daniel Okon.
Thank you very much. My special appreciations goes to the chairman, BOT Obagi, Hcdt, High Chief, Dixon, DK Opson, DK. We are very grateful, sir, for this. The BOT members, management committee, reps from host communities, our students, and our staff. Before I give my welcome address, I would love us to give the opportunity to the Commissioner for Petroleum, Minerals and Energy Resources, Abia State. He was meant to be here physically, but late last night he called that the governor called for an executive meeting, but he's online. He has been waiting since 10. So we'll quickly like to take his address so he could quickly go back to the meeting. Professor Bonajuel is a professor of petroleum engineering with the University of Port Harcourt. And prior to moving to Uniport, he worked with Halliburton for 18 years, where he held several senior managerial roles. He was also the first deputy director of IPS. In fact, he started IPS with the director then. He started Emerald Energy. He was also the first director for World Bank African Center of Excellence in Oil-Free Chemicals Research. For 2 years now, he has been a commissioner for petroleum with the Abia State government. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Professor Bonajuel, presently the Honorable Commissioner for Petroleum Mineral Resources, Abia State. I wanted to be present physically in this induction ceremony today, but unfortunately today is our ESCO meeting. I couldn't have the permission to travel. Because of the importance of this induction ceremony, I want to be part of it, even if I'm not physically present. I want to thank and congratulate the BOT of Hcdt Obagi for this wonderful privilege they have provided to these young people. I want to say the choice of Speedlink was the best thing you did, because these are training consultants, organizations that have international exposure. And not just that they have international exposure of what is expected in the oil and gas and ICT sector, but their teaching blends theory with practical. And I'm very, very confident that these 195 graduates that are passing through this very intensive training today have really gotten value for their time. Talking about what the Hcdt in Obagi has done for this training, this is the greatest legacy you have left for these young ones. The history of oil and gas in Nigeria has been, when I teach my students, has been a case of winning by losing. Because at the end of the day, you think money is being made by the IOCs or oil companies, but the environment is being polluted. The people who are indigenous of where this oil and gas is being produced do not have the benefits as expected. And the only way you could say you have the benefits is when you balance the economic prosperity with the environmental protection and social equity. And for me, what the Hcdt has been able to achieve is to make the locals a player of this ecosystem, especially the oil field operations in Obagi. I want to also thank Total Energies for what they have been consistently doing. I've been part of the IPS in Uniport for over 20-something years when IPS started. By the way, I left the University of Port Harcourt to Abia State 2 years ago to have Abia State set up for the new Abia. And right from what Total Energy has done in the University of Port Harcourt, those students that were or are trained there have been world-class flyers. And I'm so optimistic that what we have seen today will make these graduates big players in the oil and gas industry in general, and ICT in particular. One thing that I need to emphasize here is, and I think that's what something I need to recall again, Total Energy did for them, make sure that some of the bright students are given a place to practice. And so for me, I want to say that in addition to this training, there has to be an intentional plan by the host community and the company to make sure that these students have either hands-on, even if they are not employed to work, in the oil and gas company, Total Energy, there should be something that is provided for them so that this training will not just be wasted. And what is more, I also believe that this should be a continuous process, because the Local Content Act provides that about 70% of the human capital, especially at this level, should be the indigenous. And so at the end of the day, what remains in Obagi, because you see what is happening in the oil and gas sector, a lot of the nationals are going. What would be sustainability to Obagi community is that the players in the future should be people from the locals. And the only way they could be good players is by knowledge. So I am believing that this will not be the last training for people from the community. Imagine what you have said. If you have sent 195 people overseas, when you put the total costs and even the exposure, even the learning, Speedlink has really provided a platform for future development of the indigenous of Obagi expected communities. So my final make sure that this is a continuous process. Are trained, make sure they are gainfully occupied, so that there will be a continuity and associated benefits arising from this training. I thank you once again for choosing Speedlink. I thank Total Energies, and also I thank. Before now, we didn't have opportunities to have local players in this area. Once again, I congratulate the students, congratulate the BOT, Hcdt, congratulate Speedlink for the success story, and also thank for sustainability of the oil and gas, especially involving the locals. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. So I'll quickly go ahead with my induction message. Please, the slide. So we give a special appreciation to the entire Obagi team led by I-Chief, Mr. D.K. Obson. And we really acknowledge what you have done to your community. From the brochure we had access to 2 weeks ago, we saw that 2024, about 300 and maybe 65 students thereabouts, and 2025, 516 are being trained across multiple centers in Port Harcourt. Nearly 1,000 lives being touched within 12 months. No, this has never been done in Nigeria. And this is the first time it is being done in this magnitude. Please, let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. No, when I say this has never been done, I know what I'm saying. Because we have been playing in this space for close to 10 years now. When it comes to training, empowerment, we have never seen it in this way. Currently, this year, we unveiled about 15 different courses, that is in Speedlink, and we did this because of what we said at the induction last year, where we said that we are looking at a situation whereby the entire Obagi clan, I don't know how it's called, either Egi or Obagi, the entire Obagi clan could have youth represented in all aspects of ICT. So far you call the name ICT. So we have done our own part, bringing in 15 programs to fill up this gap. And the Hcdt is not just a training. Let's see this project led by our BOT chairman as a transformation. Now in Nigeria, we have several trainings going on, billions and billions of naira being spent. But we have never seen a program that provides the equipment available for the training. Let's do some comparative analysis. We see 3MT. 3MT is run by the federal government of Nigeria. Very popular. Billions have been spent. But if associated with any of the students, they are not really doing anything there. Meanwhile, if you know what is being spent on each student, you'll be shocked. But Obagi have done that. The only difference, or the only organization that we may say have gone a step higher is what we call Andela. Because in addition to providing all of this, they now find a way to make sure the students are able to trust the globe of play around. Go ahead and forget monthly allowance, I think allowances, and also Oracle, every one of them. In fact, EC Council, it may be all, you'll be paying about $300 entity. But they will give it to an organization that is vocational and academic-like. I think Mr. Kapil will address us much later. Let's also see what type of excellence right in Ogoniland. They have been training students along the line, but this is what they are building currently. And the purpose is that all your community. Though for Speedlink, this may be bad business, but it's not to be partners, maybe providing some kind of support. This is my communication with Kapila to share it. And so we are proposing to the entire BOT team that excellent. That is a physical hub situated in Obagi land. Once that are right in River Stream, roaming about.
High Chief Mr. DK Hobson. He is the chairman of the Obagi Hcdt. Thank you, sir.
I can't be a high chief and you are putting Mr. I'm a high chief, so next time don't put Mr. again.
Correction taken.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge the presence of my leaders here. I'm so happy and glad. Honorable Egda Christian Ahakwa, PhD. You're welcome, sir. I want to acknowledge the presence of the only female representative in the Obagi Hcdt, Dr. Mrs. Oloma John Obuku. You're welcome, ma. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the management committee members here present, both the executive and non-executive, the members of the advisory committee of the Obagi oil field. I want to especially recognize the Speedlink team headed by the CEO, a gentleman par excellence, a man with utmost humility. I recognize you and the team. I also want to congratulate the students that are here for your success in your exams. I think most of you, maybe 99 of you, I am meeting you for the first time. I want to congratulate you for your success in your exam. I bring you good tidings and greetings from the Obagi Hcdt. For us, it is work in progress. When we had the idea of transforming from the normal skills of tailoring, catering, we had a lot of challenges, people who didn't believe it. But our little ideology that has now transformed into an idea that everybody is applauding today. So for us, the management of Total Energy, they are on their way, they set law, which has been giving us all the support to achieve what we have done here today. I can remember vividly by around April, before the graduation ceremony,
the director of Speedlink came to my office and said, we have a challenge. I say, I provide solution. I don't think anything is a challenge. And I told him, when he mentioned the reason why he came, I said, go and think. Just go and think of a solution. And I thank a center of excellence the world to come and do the groundbreaking ceremony here in Port Harcourt. For me, very simple message to these children, these students here today. The future is in your hands. We have given you a platform to transform yourself to a global leader. How you use this opportunity lies with your vision. For us, we are committed to see this program through, and we're ready to give you all the support for you to become a successful digital expert in the nearest future. Our own commitment is to create multi-millionaires in dollars within the next few months, to move our people from poverty to prosperity, to change the narrative. This is the concept, this is the vision, this is the ideology of the Obagi Hcdt. And I thank God for the kind of settler we have like Tutor for all their support. And here we are today for the second batch induction of our students. I welcome all of you. We will give you all the support. In the next 1 or 2 weeks, you will be gifted with a free laptop to help you in this program free of charge. We shall also be paying you a monthly stipend that will help to cushion the effort of the transport here. But one thing we observed in the last training was a lot of people didn't take this training very serious. And that is why we didn't recruit those who are in secondary school and those who are in school. Because at a point, some of them left the program, some left the program to go and write the exam and they didn't conclude. That's why we were more focused on graduates who will look at the vision and look at their future belongs to where they are today. And I challenge all of you that we need to see you come as with flying colors, with testimony that can go viral to the whole world. On behalf of the Obagi Hcdt, we say welcome and congratulations. Thank you and God bless.
And you stopped just like that. Once again, thank you very much, High Chief DK Hobson, the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Obagi Hcdt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting so much time, we want to take this quick video. It's Femtech video here. And the video you're going to be listening or watching right now, the lady is one that is so passionate about women in tech. So if you're a woman in the room today and you are a trainee, I think this video is meant to encourage you, is meant to motivate you, is meant to inspire you to become better as, a woman in tech. So, media. All right? So very soon we'll see that video. While High Chief DK Hobson was speaking, he made commitment that I could relate to something. Speedlink is one tech hub, one tech company that you cannot find. Listen. If you want to doubt training, that is the batch 1, probably the ones that did it. I don't want to mention names, all right? Those centers did their best, they did the thing, all right? But Speedlink has a thing. From their, the staff, the customer service, from all of the outline of training program for you, is beyond the tech program you're coming to learn. It's beyond the data analytics you're coming for. It's beyond the full stack web development you're coming for. They take you beyond the digital marketing. They teach you everything. the business part of whatever skill you've enrolled for. And they are going to be holding you by the hand. And just like the CEO of Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited, a very humble man, the chairman of the Obagi Hcdt described him perfectly. He said, he mentioned he proposed a thing to the board, the chairman, and the chairman came out here to also, align with what he said. That is, first, Mr. Daniel Okon has the people of Obagi at heart, and then he knows how to also relate it to the appropriate quarter, that is the Obagi Hcdt, and they just did that. That is just the tip of the iceberg as to what you're going to be expecting from this training here at the Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited. From your day one of your training to the last day. Please mark the words that I've used. Everything that I've said here about Speedlink, mark them. If you have your jotter, put it down, write today's date, 2nd, all right? June 2, 2025. It's a Monday here. Put it down. You're going to see everything that you've...
This is where the fight begins. A revolution hidden in plain sight.
The walls closing in on women are invisible, but the cost. By 2030, millions will be locked out of this digital economy, except we act now.
Every day, I fight so hard to prove that I belong here. But without the power, without tools, this isn't just about me. It's about what happens if we stay.
Phase 1 complete. But the system is only half alive. Advanced systems, certifications that open global doors, mentors who turn trainees into leaders. But without this, the lights goes out, the screens go dark, and 2,000 futures vanish.
This isn't charity. This is a war chest. We've secured the battlefield. Now, all we need are the weapons. Who will stand with us?
Feed them and they'll build empires. Certify them and they'll conquer borders. Mentor them and they'll rewrite the rules.
The government won't do this. Corporations hesitate. We refuse to allow this our generation go down in the digital abyss. The question is, will you?
Obìnrin tó ní ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ó lágbára láti yí ayé padà. Nwaanyị nwere nkà na ụzụ, ihe ndị oyibo na-akpọ teknọlọji, nwere ike ịgbanwe ụwa. Machimefasa Canada ikon chance ya dunia. Woman wey sabi technology, na im get the power to change the world.
Bridge the gap or watch it widen. The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. Do we have women in this room today? The choice is yours. You know, a lot of times before now, all right, people think and then assume that tech is about the man. A man is what tech is made for, or men are meant for tech. Tech is meant for men. But today, that have also decided, bringing up on stage the CEO of Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited, who is actually our host here to introduce the keynote addresser. Please put your hands together for Mr. Daniel Okon.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, our keynote address speaker for today is Professor Mrs. Iwundo. She is the director of ICTC, University of Port Harcourt, and she is representing and telling the females that no matter where you are, you can be the top of your profession. You know, last week she had an inaugural speech, and it was stated that she was the first female professor of statistics in University of Port Harcourt. Please, let's clap as she comes to the stage for a brief keynote speech.
Thank you. Good morning. Yeah, I'm actually very delighted to be here today. And it's even much more amazing hearing so much spoken today, and particularly talks that drive into the future of youths on empowerment. So I'm very pleased. So to formalize this, the chairman and members, BOT, Obagi, Hcdt, who are respected sponsors, partners, Speedlink, distinguished guests, and most importantly, our student trainees. It is actually with very deep honor that I stand here to deliver a keynote address to me at a truly significant event such as this. Today is not just an induction. It is a call to responsibility. And I want you to see it really as a call to responsibility for stakeholders, of which everyone in this hall is one. So I'll be speaking to us today on what I tagged sustainable empowerment for global relevance. Youth are great people. So youth empowerment and sustainable development are interconnected concepts. They highlight the importance of involving young people in the process of achieving long-term social, economic, and environmental progress. So you must actually see yourself as privileged. The youth, the focal points of our society, the ones that are built to do changes, to bring about innovation, refers to the process of individuals with the tool, the optics, individuals with the tool, the optics, and several other tech skills. I was pleased when Daniel mentioned that there are about 15 programs. Mentioned that there are about 15 programs. To me, that is massive. So I see it that youths are being changed. Youths are being transformed. And I think I'm pleased to be a part of this story. It is important for us to understand what sustainable empowerment is. Okay, so while we celebrate what our partners are here to do for the youths, and also the anticipated growth of our students and the youths, we must ask ourselves certain questions. One of such is, how do we ensure this empowerment lasts? How do we make it relevant beyond today? So we must think of sustainable empowerment. I got this for us to try to describe what sustainable empowerment is. You're already aware of bouquets, but I want us to look at a flower garden and the bouquet that is given to see how we can help explain sustainable empowerment. So we must think of sustainable empowerment as planting seeds for a garden that can flourish on its own, rather than handing out bouquets that will eventually wilt. This is the essence of this keynote address titled Sustainable Empowerment for Global Relevance, a Responsibility of All. So what is sustainable empowerment? Sustainable empowerment is about equipping individuals and communities with the tools and resources they need to thrive, not just for today, but for the generations to come. So it moves beyond simply providing aid. It's about fostering lasting independence and resilience. And I tried to explain what lasting independence and resilience involve. They involve developing both internal strength and external and maintain well-being. Cultivating self-confidence and hopeful outlook. Embracing challenges, opportunities, but a transformation that should last. A pathway to influence. The donors are stakeholders as well. So what's about local roots for global relevance? You know, coming into this induction program makes it clear that you are going to be equipped with skills, with knowledge, to take charge of your future. So you must be ready to be globally relevant. You must be local roots, prepared for global relevance. This means you will have to learn regardless of your background, regardless of your community. So you must aspire to be globally relevant, to be useful and to contribute to sustainable development. That means you need to know what is required by what are the sustainable development goals. You need to contribute to such. You must be ready to address global challenges. You must become catalysts for positive change and innovation. What can we say the trainees have? When can we say trainees have global relevance? When they can apply their skills to solve real-world problems. When they can create scalable solutions. When they can show up on global platforms or networks. When they can stay adaptable and globally competent. And then when they can inspire and train others. On these 5 notes, we can say the trainees have global relevance. That is where we are taking them to. So innovators is a shared responsibility. We're training. So what you build today can go global. Sponsors. We're understanding that empowerment is a process, not an event. I'm happy that recommendations were made just in this hall and they have all been accepted. So there is a call to action for nurturing homegrown innovators. There is need to foster post-training support and mentorship. One of such ways is by pairing trainees with industry mentors and career guides. There is need to provide access to tools and workspaces, offer shared tech hubs, software licenses, internet access, and workspaces. There is need to facilitate market linkages and internships by connecting trainees with job opportunities or startup incubators, promoting their visibility to local businesses and global tech networks. In conclusion, we must note that youths become globally relevant, not just when they are trained, but when they use what they have learned to solve real problems, scale their impacts, engage in global platforms, and empower others to rise. Empowerment becomes sustainable when the trainee becomes a creator, when skills become a service, when a training becomes a transformation, when a program bets a platform. It has been said by the Chinese philosopher, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. He wasn't wrong, because you won't get anywhere unless you start the journey. So we appreciate the contributions of our sponsors, as well as the commitment of both the trainers and the trainees. Thank you so much.
Please, you can do better than that. Thank you so very much, Professor Mary Iwundu. Should you not know, Professor Mary Iwundu is the director, ICTC, Unique University of Port Harcourt. Once again, put your hands together for Professor Mary. All right, while Professor Mary was on stage and then giving us that beautiful presentation, we had some amazing and indeed well-dignified dignitaries who majestically walked into the room. I think some of us already saw them. Some of us may have an idea of who they are, but just so we do not keep you in the dark, we're going to be recognizing these indeed well-dignified personalities and dignitaries in our midst here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst Engineer God's Power Nwachukwu. He is the GM, CAPD, the Total Energies. Please, let's put our hands together for him. You're not clapping for your founder. You know what it means when you do not clap, right? Okay, I won't tell you. All right, still from the Total Energy, we have Mr. Henry Ihuike, who is the manager, stakeholder engagement. All right, sirs, just before we proceed, we want to see, have our dignitaries speak to us, a minute or two. They want to address us, if that's fine by you, sir. All right. So that's going to be happening soon. And then just to let you know that in less than no time, the program will be. So to handle that, I want to bring up on stage again Mr. Robinson Elechi, who is the head of administrator, Obagi Hcdt.
I will just anchor it briefly, then I'll hand over to the executive chairman to introduce our very important stakeholder. Thank you.
Well, let me tell you something so that you don't put me in trouble. If you don't clap well, they won't approve the payment too. So you better clap well. And GM, this clapping can pass my approval. I want to formally welcome the man I call my daddy, the GM, the General Manager, Community Affairs and Development. He's no other person than Engineer Gospel Wanchuku to come and give us a word of advice. They set laws. You know, in 2021, during the Buhari regime, the National Assembly passed the law from PIB to PIA, asking every settlor to set up a host community development trust. So for whatever we're doing under the Obagi Hcdt, we are fully funded by Total Energies. And for anything, for us to achieve anything, they must give us the approval. So anytime he's talking, be clapping. If you don't clap and no approval, this program will stop. Thank you. Mr. GM, welcome, sir.
Hobson is hyping me. Yeah, Hobson is hyping me. He's the power that be, really. It's my pleasure to be here. Actually, we were quite tight. That's why we came in late. We would have been there early enough. So we got his permission to allow us to complete one of the meetings we were doing before coming. Yes, we inaugurated 5 host community development trusts. Obagi Oil Fuels Hcdt, Bopen Olo Hcdt, Port Harcourt Communities Hcdt, and NOPL Hcdt. And I'm proud to say that Obagi Hcdt is leading the pack. Please, a round of applause. I'm not saying that because of Hobson, but in fact, the 5 that I was incorporated by Total is really leading the pack. Obagi Hcdt walks the talk, and that's what we call Project Sabi in Total. Project Sabi is a project that tells you to walk the talk, do what you say, don't talk so much stories. So in Obagi Hcdt, they walk the talk. Another round of applause. And that explains why anytime I have opportunity to attend their events, I want myself to be the best in the production of clean and sustainable energy. So one of our keys, that's why we also pride ourselves that we've reduced flaring everywhere. And we are the champion of clean and sustainable energy globally. Respect of the environment. Environment is very important for us. So that is why all environment-friendly programs is being championed by Total. Communities. Communities is level 4, which is where we come in. And that's where my entity come in. And so we partner with our stakeholders. We empower the communities. We empower not only the communities, we empower the youths who are the future of tomorrow. We empower the elders. And that is why we have this kind of program where we have skills acquisition, for ourselves, care for our colleagues, also care for the community, care for the youths, elders, provision of projects and programs. So let's go back to communities. What have we been doing? We have community development plans that has been approved. Obagi Oilfields Hcdt has been following these plans to the letter. Today is a testament. I have had opportunity of attending so many other both induction and award certificate award ceremonies for people that graduated from such programs. What is key for you is an area opportunity for you to make a difference in your lives and in the life of the society. You should take yourself as a you. And I implore you to make the best out of it. Growing up, I didn't have the opportunity. If at the end of the day you acquire these skills and you use the time that we are doing here. So I believe that with this, you had cases. The last time I visited, there were people that that was inaugurated and they didn't pass through the program. About, I think, 50, 30, 20% did not pass through the program. So one thing is, it's not a joke. When we train, we make donations, free will donations, no. We want to impact in your life. Please take it as a this program and end the program. I would like to, what's the number of people here now? Sorry? Yes, I will want also when you are closing or whenever they're passing out, I want to come. I want to see 195 people graduate. Do you promise me that? That is where it makes sense. Not when I come, you said I have only 50 graduate or 30 passed, then 15 didn't even, 30 didn't come at all. It's not good. So I challenge you, try and make this program sustainable. Try and use it for your own use, for your own good. Try and, empower others. You are being empowered so that you empower others. Try and empower others. And as per what the prof asked, yes, to Thailand, you are going to make the program sustainable. Okay? So, making it sustainable means, of course, other things that follow to make sure that not only, at least make sure that you practice what you've been taught.
Let's put our hands together for Mr. Daniel Okon.
Thank you very much. So like we earlier said, from last batch, we have already taken in 5 of the students to serve as paid interns. So we'll quickly unveil them before we continue. Mr. Arod Ekempa. So he is coming in as a junior web developer with Speedlink. The second person, Miss Rachel Ajay. Okay. So the third, she's also coming as a junior developer, Miss Macy James, Miss Goodness Ajay, Miss Sopurushi Esther. So 5 of them. Today is their resumption. In fact, after now, they are going back for their in-house induction. For cybersecurity, like I said, we want them to concentrate on their international exams. Last week, we got offer of jobs for 2 people. 200,000 in Abiyakuta, but we told them they are not ready because they must pass that exam so that they can get a higher pay than what was offered. So these are the 5 that will be with us for the next 1 year, developing products to meet the world needs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Daniel and Speedlink team for that beautiful offer. I mean, This could be you at the end of your training in 6 months' time, and I hope you really take this training very seriously for you to experience this phase of your life. Thank you very much. Okay, we're moving straight up to the overview of the...
Let me just interject a little bit. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to recognize two of our notable sons who are here for a good message before we progress to the next stage. Let me once more welcome Professor Obagi, who is the fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, to give a speech. Thank you.
Hcdt of Total, ably represented by the GMCA and the manager strategic engagement. My honorable member here, Christina Hako, PhD, the CEO of Speedlink, and our dear trainees. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. I am most excited because what we are witnessing today is a dream. A dream that, as Ege people who have nurtured for a long time. I remember when we are analyzing issues on our platform, we evaluated where we are coming from. And we saw that, yes, Total has done so much, but the impact was not really felt. So we suggested that we should take a different path this time around. Happily, our indefatigable capacity chairman of Obagi Hcdt championed that. And today, you are the second batch of the Tech Skill Up program. The significance of this program should not be lost on us. You are being prepared for the future. The digital space is the future. A lot of conventional jobs will be lost because of developments in the digital space. In fact, anything that is not digitalized now does not exist. Digitalization is happening everywhere, including in the financial market, where some of us are very much interested and active in. And so, you have a great opportunity that you should take very seriously. Take it that your life depends on it. If you take it that way, you are more likely to succeed and to enjoy the benefits. When I came in here, the head of administration of the management committee of Hcdt was making some presentations to you. And he told you the potential that you have before you. If you take this training very seriously, some of you are going to be earning thousands of dollars per month. Some of you can become entrepreneurs, founders of companies. In fact, our wish is that we should have somebody from this program set up a company that becomes a unicorn. A unicorn is a company that is worth $1 billion. So set your sights high. Set it very high. Perhaps your dreams can become a reality.
Thank you, Prof. We appreciate your speech. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let me immediately invite Honorable Ed Christian Ahiakwo, PhD, a leader of the clan and, of course, the Hcdt. Thank you and welcome, Honorable Sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. The General Manager, CAPD, Total, and the Manager in charge of Community Interface, the Chairman and of the Board of Trustees, Hcdt, a son I'm very proud of, and other management team from the Obagi Hcdt who are here present, the Professor Abruga. You know, I will tell us something that connects both of us. Of the Speedlink, I am happy seeing you and meeting you today. We'll meet again. The Professor, I thank you so much for the wonderful lecture you delivered. I think for me, I just want to advise you. And if I had this opportunity during my time, I'm sure I will be more than where I am today. So you are lucky that the whole process has been re-engineered to favor you the way you'll be favored at the end of 6 months. There is this saying that if you give somebody a fish, he will eat it. But what do you need to give the person? Give the person the fishing gears and sustain your fishing gears. Tells you how many fishes you can catch in a day. Here today started, my chairman, it started in the year 2000. When he was the chairman of OMF 58 Consultative Committee, we used to have that committee way back then. But the problem with that skill, I said, we cannot continue because some of them we are still advocating for the starter pack skills. That we can't see the result for more than 2 decades ago in our communities. In Egi communities, we can't see them. In Idu, we can't see them. In Ama, we can't see them. In Olo, we can't see them. In Elelo Kenali, we can't see them. In Elela Limini, we can't see them. These are OMF 58 areas. We can see them. So I thank him so much, and I thank Total for the massive support the Total management is given to the Hcdt, meaning that there is still that Total we used to know. So please, GM, continue to support him so that these young ones can go higher and higher. Having said that, I want to say that I'm happy to be part of this program and to charge you to take your studies seriously. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Elder Christian, PhD. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight up to the induction proper, and to induct the new trainees. Here today is the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Obagi Hcdt, the person of High Chief DK Hobson. Put your hands together for High Chief DK Hobson.
You know, we'll find trouble for me. I will invite my boss, Engineer Gospel Awanchuku, the GM, to come and do the induction while I observe. GM, sir.
Okay. So I should be reading it a bit. Okay, so they're giving me expo, and I see if I need. Should they stand? So the students to be inducted, please do us your favor to stand. I've been instructed to say that I will be reading. Once I read, you repeat after me. That's part of the induction program. So I'll start with the induction pledge. So I think when you say I, you mention your name, eh? Okay. So I solemnly and sincerely pledge as a student of the Obagi Hcdt and the Speedlink Training Center to pursue my studies diligently, to faithfully observe the rules, regulations, and statutes of the Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited, its training center, and Obagi Hcdt, to uphold and promote at all times the reputation and ideals of the company and training center, to respect the rights, values, beliefs, and cultures of individuals and organizations I will interact with in course of my studies, not to divulge the secrets confided in me in course of my study without the permission of the person or organization. So help me God. Please, a round of applause for yourselves.
Thank you so much, my GM, for this wonderful work.
Thank you so very much. I think at this point we should go for a group photograph right now. Set for the photograph, group photograph. Okay. Dignitaries outside. Thank you. Just so you know, the program. an overview of the training program, and it's going to be taking us through the overview of this training for you to know what you're in for and everything you actually need to know about the training to help you. So now you've taken a pledge. I hope you live by that pledge. You know, you recited it. Not about the recitation. It's about what the purpose.
Everyone. All right, thank you. I'm happy that you have come to Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited, and I'm very sure that it's going to be worth your time. I'm sure that you've been hearing stories, right? And then you've also been hearing and you've watched the clip from the past set. And I'm very sure that this next set, you would also have such experience and even more than that. All right, so can I have my... Okay, I don't know if... Can you see this from the back? Sorry, say what? Oh, okay. Is this better? All right. Okay, so briefly, I'm just going to run us through the overview of the training. If you see, the first thing we have is the induction ceremony, which we have just done today, all right, which is 2nd of June, 2025. And then for the next the next 2 weeks, between now and in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be having our induction courses. It's a general course for everyone. And for the next 2 weeks, we would have it in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the next course, which will be branding and digital marketing, we will be having it on Wednesday. And our trainings run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right? So, and then after Wednesday, which is 4th of June, we then have the growth mindset versus fixed mindset, and then presentation skills and grants writing. That's going to be on Friday. And this is actually compulsory for every student. Aside having your core skills program, it's very essential that you have these soft skills. Because yes, your skills may get you the job, but it's these little soft skills that will keep you on the job, right? And so next week, we'll be looking at public speaking. And then the next 2 days, which is Wednesday and Friday of next week, we would have digital literacy. And then the first month of the core classes would start on the 16th of June, 2025. And that should run through till 11th of July. Right? And then sorry please, can you go back? Yeah. And then we have the second month, which will start on the 14th of July to 8th of August. And then it will run through till the 6th month. Please, can you go down? Okay. So, all things being equal, our tentative date for the end of our lectures should be on the 14th of November, 2025. So by 14th of November 2025, we expect that all your courses must have been wrapped off, right? And then we also have a tentative date of graduation. So from the first day, we already know when you are graduating. And our graduation date is on the 12th of December 2025. So by 12th December 2025, we should gather again like this to send you forth to do your graduation. And then, from our own end, we are looking at having the next batch of trainings, which is another induction set, just like we have now, on the 2nd of February 2026. All right? And so, our trainings run from Mondays through to Friday. Thursday, Mondays through to Thursday. And we have done it in such a way that each of our 14 courses are streamlined into each of these days. And please, can you scroll to the right? All right. Okay. So, on Mondays, we have the cybersecurity and cloud networking students, as well as the computer repair and mobile phone repairs. Then, same Monday, we have the multimedia / drone / video and photography students. And then we also have the advanced WordPress. Then we have cloud network, right? That's for Monday. Now, if you look at the second column, you would see that we have cyber and cloud network. They are together. For the first 1 month, they would be learning together because they have a general course on networking they would be taking through together. And afterwards, they would have to separate into their various classes, right? And then on Tuesday, so you see that if you have a class on Monday, your next class will be Tuesday. So you can use the remaining days of the week to do whatever you have to to do. And then for Tuesday we have cybersecurity. I think it's the same thing throughout. Then Wednesday we have data analytics. Wednesday and Thursday data analytics, and then we also have the AWS, and then we have digital marketing for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we also have solar and battery manufacturing. Then the full stack web development, your class is on Wednesday and Thursday. And then you also have the UI UX, graphics and product design. Your class is also on Wednesday and Thursday. And yeah, that's all we have. So this is going to be further sent to your respective emails. Please, I'd love that we go through our emails. Someone reached out to me the other day saying his email, they told him he cannot access it. And when we tried to look at it together, we noticed that for the past 300 and something days, he has not accessed his email. All right, so it's not our place necessarily to ensure you go through your email. And I'm sure we do our own due diligence. When you get here, move left, move right. That's how detailed we are. So it's only in your own best interest that you as well do your own part, so that at the end of the day, we are all happy at the end of the day. So I wish you a very successful training journey, and we'll be seen from time to time. So I'll just call on Mr. Robson to quickly.
Thank you. I'm going to be your regular visitor, regular face. So you better like this face. This face always laugh all the time. So they ask me whether do I even have anything that makes me angry. I said I don't even know. And the last answer I gave is that I get angry once in 5 years. There is nothing you do that will get me offended. But if you make me get angry in 6 months, you know that there is a consequence for it. I have a philosophy. I said there is no sin without a reward. Even God says that. Hcdt, there is no sin without a reward. So don't commit sin. But there's a reward for it. First, let me start with the timetable. Fine, okay. Oh, but fine for this picture. I don't know how fine this like this. I want this, my people. MD. I want my people to have maybe maximum 2 to 3 weeks on soft skill. Let them dive into it for the remaining 5 months plus into the tech skill. Am I speaking your mind? You don't even know whether it's your mind I'm speaking. I want them. There's anything you will do to reduce the period they soft, even if it is 2 times, some I'll be comfortable with it. So that the remaining 5 weeks and 2 weeks will be core tech skill. This time I'll be more aggressive. They don't have equipment. The day their total is coming, they'll put equipment in the shop, right? They just enter, and after which they'll tell you, don't bother, don't come. At the end of every month, come and take your allowance, right? And then at the end of 6 months, you complete the program, you don't know anything on the program. They will buy you starter pack. And on the chairman is just by the side. As you collect, you give them. The man says it off, gives you money, and you walk away. That's what has kept us where we are. If I tell you that as big as a gay clan of 17 communities, that only me have found myself in the telecom sector, only me. Nobody. I have not jammed anybody. As a regional accountant in MTN for 8 years, I did not cite one person. One. Even at me. So it doesn't make sense. You know why? A graduate will finish school. Instead of advancing in this, improve your competency, you're going to learn to dress hair. Hairdressing. You shouldn't have gone to school now. This. I have seen film graduation. I graduated from River State College of Education. 2003. Go to your Udemy, or go to your notes, or watch your video from the center. Once I see you are struggling in the center, once I see you are struggling, the rest of the 5 questions will come from that point. So you must open your mind to embrace everything Speedlink will teach you. And anywhere you have issue, even if it is with Speedlink, escalate to me. I will come and I will address it. Do you understand? This is not the roadside shop where those contractors used to form shop when they don't have shop. Even those who are going to learn crane operation, forklift operation, firefighting, not roadside, it's at Chakens. How many of you here know Chakens? If you see that place, you know that is where people who want to become something, they learn something. Right? So we have chosen the best centers for you. Don't disgrace us. Let me tell you what, so that you know why we are doing this and why I keep on challenging you. When I came in from Ericsson, I left Ericsson as contract financial controller for CU West Africa, Morocco. I was covering 25 countries across Africa. And I came in, I was appointed as the executive head of finance and administration of the trust. And I wanted to recruit people. You know, the first point is to recruit people from the catchment area. Am I right to say? We put up the interview and we screened. Nobody. We didn't get anybody that qualified. It will shock you. Ordinarily, if I want to hire based on who knew who, I have relatives. I have one of my brothers who applied, and I messed him up in that interview because I knew that he was not a serious person. He's an accountant, and we're hiring him for an accountant. You cannot do a simple pie chart with Excel. Are you joking? I say you hold accounting degree. None of them could do a pivot table. But today, after I finish this program, you'll be able to do more than that and create a dashboard. So when I look at the skill gap, nobody could use even metronome, because when they have software knowledge, they can use metronome, you can use Salesforce, you can use Eridoc, Erisite, and all of those things. So those tools, even SAP, those ones were advanced. The basic Excel, nobody could use. So we hired people who are not from our side. It is on the basis of that, I call on the attention of the board chairman and said, listen, We can't continue like this. Our people are gone. No? It's like the world is leaving us behind. Can we do this? Can we do this? Okay, let's try it. We fought it. They disapprove it. We push it. We repackage it. Defend it. It took me 6 months to convince the management of Total and the other board members to get this capacity development program. So it's my baby. Because tomorrow I want to see some of you guys in Ericsson. When you finish your training, if you read computer science or you read any tech related or data analysis, you're a young graduate, go to Ericsson website, Ericsson Global website. You get a job, even as a junior developer. And from there, check Facebook. Facebook have a lot of job opening this morning. I just checked a lot. And it will continue like that. So while you are learning, for instance, for those in full stack, while you are learning this coding and the rest of those things, also on your own private time, because this learning is not limited. Look at for some other special software area like Salesforce. You can write Salesforce exam and become a Salesforce administrator or developer. In fact, if you're a Salesforce developer and you stay 6 months and you don't have a job that I pay nothing less than $3,000, when you see me, don't call me Robinson, call me Kingsley. Yes. Because, see, you are what you want to be. Am I right to say? When we finish from COE those days, they say we'll be teacher. I say me. Yes. You graduated from university, know what it means to be the best in the department and faculty. But I want to clap for me now too. I keep enjoying those who are working. And then what do we do? I asked my dad, I said, what will I do to sit in the table where they share the money? You see the motivation? My father said, I need to go and do my master's. I came back to Uniport and did master's here. I made distinction. Fidelity Bank asked me to come. I started with Fidelity Bank. The way they were messing me up in marketing. If your people are not very rich and they're giving $1 billion target, you know, say you don't enter trouble. So I have to leave them. One MTN advert, I joined MTN regional accountant. While I'm doing that, I'm doing project management certification course. I'm doing this one. I'm doing that continuously. The certifications are plenty. So don't stop. Until you are there, don't stop. Nobody should discourage you. See, sometimes somebody tells you that. Say, why they read like this? I be tier person certificate. What's that nonsense for? And you listen to that person. That's a lazy person who want to follow the easy way and join the population of poor people. If you know that you want to be among those that in the next 15 years or 10 years, you will enjoy AC car, good house, you go to your room, your parlor, in your house, AC everywhere, living very comfortably. Just make sure that you kill the night. Do you understand? See, forget the one you did in school. The battle have not started. For me, the best time for me is we play politics from morning till 8. Once it is 9 p.m., there's nothing me and you they talk. As I sit on my table by 9 p.m., it's 7 a.m. the next morning. I don't read in the daytime. You won't see me. You won't even catch me. But 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., that's my time. So everybody have their time. Use your time. You see, software development with the data analysis requires you to commit yourself. You go to Google, you will download large data. Use that large data. When they teach you, use it to start telling stories. As you are doing, you are publishing on your Facebook page. That's where you use your social media. When you build, you publish. For those in full stack software engineering, the entire OMA 58. I came first. The next morning, they moved me to technical. I passed. I did psychological. I passed. I played one game they used to play. I passed. They took me straight to medical. I did my medical. Finished my medical. They lodged me in Total Village. You know where they call Total Village? So I stayed there for 4 days waiting to collect my ID card. But do you know what happened? I just heard a knock. We are sorry we may not be able to continue with you. I said, what happened? One of them just took me by the side and said, it's your people. Which man will say, your people. I later know the person, and they threatened to shut down flow station if they hire me. They say, if you hire Robinson, now you'll be moving from Nigeria to UK. Things put in my bag. Called my wife, say, Mona, come on, mind, or this thing. After 2 days, a white man chatted me. That, hi, congrats, you are the African guy. I say, yes, I have it for you in Nigeria. And he sent me to Christian. I look at the project finance manager, Nigeria and Ghana, in Ericsson. And I sent my application. They called me for interview. I passed. The next, I see myself carrying bag to Lagos to resume as a manager. My brother, if you didn't prepare your mind, you see how devil wanted to mess up my life. Because you know what it means to lose a job in Total? But I had to gather myself together to move. Why was it so? If I didn't gather myself together, I wouldn't have passed the exam. It was the V2 center I saw when I saw Speedlink. I said, something is happening here. You go, when my chairman is living close to them and didn't know what they are doing. I said, no, something is happening here. So I went. So I want to challenge you. Don't allow anybody to mess up your mind within this period. Concentrate, because the devil will fight you. Give you 10 reasons to know. So please try. Sorry, 1 minute. So try to make sure that you gather your mind together, concentrate. Even when you don't have money for transport, try, go and borrow. Some of you used to call me, in fact, at some point, I don't send transport. So and I told them, I'm no longer in Ericsson. I'm in this place. If I tell you my salary, it's not even up to my pension in Ericsson. I said, but I have to do this because my mother said, at the stage of your life, you need to support your community. So we are here for community service. My appointment is for 4 years. So after 4 years, the law says I can be reappointed as Executive Director of Finance and Admin for another 4 years. And after that 4 years, if I'm available, you will not see me. You see another person, I will not come around. I will mind my life. I'm not a contractor, so you won't even see me in the office to look for contract. So, but for you, in the next 4 years, before the end of my tenure, I want to see some of you landing foreign remote jobs that can change your story. Nobody men only. This amen comes with hard work. Eh? Are you hearing? Yes. Amen with commitment. There are only 2 things to it. Consistency. If you are not consistent, you can't succeed. See, let me tell you, if you start something today and you get to the difficult point, you change your mind, say, no, we'll do again. You start another one. You want to get to the point, because anything that you must break through with, there must be a blocking point that you need to hit with frustration. Once you get to that point, that means you are just repeating the class of nature from one to another. You have never moved from step 1 to step 2. So when you start, keep hearing my voice. My voice should become a motivation for you. Use me as your point of courage. I told you I schooled in COE. Some of you schooled in University of Port Harcourt first degree. Eh? So if we went to school for COE, we are privileged and opportune to work in different beautiful companies by passing interview. And again, one thing, even if you know everything that they will teach you and you are not able to have that boldness, that confidence to convey your message, that knowledge will be messed up in your head. You should be able to look anybody, and sell yourself. If you are not able to sell yourself, in fact, let me tell you, you might not know something very well, but the way you presented it will make someone to believe that, no, say, if we train this guy a little, he's going to be a good resource for us. They will leave the man who knows everything but doesn't know how to put himself together. So please, try to make sure that you prepare your mind. Don't be afraid of anybody. Don't be afraid. Even the man who is the GM of Total, if you dig his background, the father may be a poor man like your father. Am I right to say? But him now is a big man. My own father used to be a poor man. My grandfather was a rich man, but died early. The weight moved. My father became low. Then pushed me, and then I run. Me and him are not in the same level. Do you understand? So people, then I try to study him. What makes him go up and come down? Up, sometimes he's down. It's because of certain characteristics, which also I try to avoid. Because you must do, either you're a replica of your father or you're an opposite of him. Do you understand? My father smoke, I don't smoke. Very well. If my father sits here, this whole of this place will be full with smoke. He's a serious guy, man. I'm not. And those who knows my father, like this, my cousin here knows. She smile. So whatever you choose to do it well. These 6 months might be too long, but you can make it simple and short. Don't allow any distraction. And in your 3rd month. Thank you and God bless.
Questions, please. I need Mr. Nuturing. Questions. So if you have questions about everything that you've heard, particularly, of course, about the training as it concerns, maybe the overview that was given by the training coordinator. If you have questions around that, feel very free to indicate. We want to make that happen within the next 5 minutes, and then we'll take our closing remarks. And I'm sure you're already having your refreshments in your hand, so you can be doing justice to that. Like I started by saying that you should leave this place neater and more sparkling than you've met it or you met it. So anything you're eating, do not trash it on this floor. Okay, so do you have questions? Are there questions, please? Let me see the hands. Okay, I see 1. Please take your numbers, okay? 1, 2, 3. 3 people want to ask questions, right? After the 3, we may not take any other. Thank you. So 1, come out. You ask your question. All right, so let's have the second mic there. Thank you. You ask your question there. Look at him there. So you ask your question there.
Good morning, all.
A very good afternoon to you.
Sorry, my name is Maxine. Please, I want to ask concerning the days for the program. I didn't see some courses there are not mentioned. So I want to ask, how do you go about it? Because of the fiber optics, I didn't see something like it on the program. Thank you.
Sorry, what course are you referring to?
Fiber optics.
Okay, so we just had about 1 student or 2 students, and it didn't make any sense for us to continue with that particular course. So we switched the students to some other faculty, some other courses. Sorry, I didn't get that.
I said my ID card is still indicating it.
I didn't get that.
My ID card is still indicating it.
It can be resolved. When you come to the office, we'll resolve it. Any other question, please?
My name is Obuto Ogono. I think no, not really. I still want to complete my course is also fiber optics. Now, you said we just have about 2 or 3. The management of Total are they aware that
they are
aware,
yes.
and you did not inform us? You did not inform us. So if we didn't ask this question like this, supposedly what you propose to us is not what we want to do.
Did we call some persons here? Is there anybody we called?
Because it's not, my brother, wait.
Hold on. Okay.
It's not funny.
Okay.
Yes. It's not funny at all. You are like subjecting me to what I don't want to do. You understand? You didn't even inform us, and now you are telling us that because we are just.
All right. Thank you very much for your question. When we got that information, we reached out. That's what I was trying to ask. We reached out to some persons, and some other persons, for some reason, the numbers did not go, and we needed to make the decision at the time. So, if you're not okay with the course you have been sent to, the office is open. We can always resolve that. It shouldn't be an issue. But for fiber optics, at the moment, we don't offer it. Is that fine?
Number 3.
Yes,
Your
please.
question has been answered.
It's the same question.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
So our study is 2 times in a week. The
Yes,
lectures.
please. Yeah.
But here you can say 4 times in a week.
Where is that?
That's
There are 4 days, but each course has 2 days. We learn Monday to Thursday. Friday we don't learn.
Monday, Tuesdays,
To Thursday.
Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yes.
We're going to be coming to you.
No, the day your course falls on.
But just let me know how many times.
2 days a week.
Okay, so that's it. Okay. Do we have any other person that wants to ask? We noted 3 persons. Okay, only you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On the WhatsApp group, when you sent the message last night about the induction, you said it's going to run for 2 weeks. Can you please explain?
Okay, so the induction is going to last for 2 weeks. However, you're only coming, the lectures would be, there are days in the week that the lecture runs, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So we're expected to come Monday.
Or there's also a room for an online audience. So whichever one works for you, just for the 2 weeks.
And the venue will still be here?
No, please, at Speedlink.
Okay, that's the first one. The second one, on the timetable.
Yeah.
I saw a course as GDP. Is it the same thing as graphics?
Yes, please.
It's showing 4 days on the timetable.
No, it's 2 days. Ignore the first one. It's 2 days.
The first 2 days should be ignored.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
So it's on the same day, but it's on this other side. It's on Monday and Tuesday at the beginning side. It means that on the first 1 month, they would be learning alongside the what do you have those guys called? There's a particular course they would be learning for the first 1 month in that particular class. However, after the first, on the same day, Monday and Tuesday.
I'm not clear.
Your class is Monday and Tuesday. Go to the right. Yeah, question. Okay, so it's Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. Yes, please.
Okay, good afternoon. My question is on those that will be learning online. How is the attendance going to be taken?
Who are those? Remember, the online is only available for the 2 weeks.
Okay, only 2 weeks.
Only the 2 weeks.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Any other question?
We have somebody there.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm Lydia. My question is, since the induction is today is just here, and we're going to Speedlink subsequently, what time will it be? Is it the same time?
Yes, please. Our classes run from 10 to 3.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please. 9. Where? I've never said 9. Our class has never been 9. Yes, you were told to be seated here at 9:30.
Okay, is it that you want to do from 9 to 3?
For now. Tuesday. But for the induction class, it is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it is general. You said what? Yes, the online option is viable for the induction. But when the class now starts proper, you no longer have the online platform. However, the classes are being recorded. Yes.
That's all.
All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Nusa. Thank you, Mr. Nusa, for that clarity session there. We are going straight up to the closing remarks right now. And to handle that is the head of operations, Speedlink High-Tech Solutions Limited. And it's the person of Mr. Benjamin. All right, just before the closing remark by Mr. Benjamin, the head of operations, let's give the mic to Mr. Daniel Okon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to buttress what Mr. Robinson said. There's a statement he made that when the problem starts, you should be calm. So please, can the recording be paused? Yeah. Okay. So you have been promised allowances, laptops, and all of that. In Speedlink, we don't protest. Some of you have signed your matric pledge. I don't know how many of you took time to read it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, once again, I want to truly appreciate everyone for coming. I want to welcome you once again to our training program. We promise that it's going to be a good ride, and as much as possible, it's going to be a very, very smooth one. One thing that I always tell people about Speedlink training is that we don't just train skills. We, as much as possible, build capacity. So if you check almost all the persons that were very diligent in training with us, they didn't just learn their skills, but they built capacity. I want to encourage you as you come on this boat, please, as much as possible, and ensure you want to learn. If you want to learn, we are going to teach you. But please, as much as possible, like Mr. Dan said, don't try to instigate violence or any of such. So as much as possible, do your best, and we promise you that we'll give our own very best as well. We want to welcome you once again officially to Speedlink training. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you maybe after 6 months. We'll be proud of what you've become after 6 months. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Benjamin. Okay, I think it's a good time to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your cooperation throughout this program. And yes, it's about time we do this. Don't leave this place without meeting at least 10 trainees, 10 persons. And meeting them, I'm not saying you should just say what they are doing. And beyond the course they have applied for doing, and you may find somebody that do as well. And then beginning like this, on this note, you could just start collaboration, because at the end of this training, you need collaboration. The full stack web development person needs the data analytics person, and then the digital marketing person needs all of the others, and you need them too. So we need ourselves in this space, collaboration. And then the collaboration starts with intentional networking and connection. So let's do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is where I would draw the curtain. Okay, just a second, please. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Okay, I would like to supervise that networking session. I don't want you to just do it solo. Maybe I would have to start it and then teach you how it's done. For those of you that may not understand what I'm saying, all right, I want to practicalize it. So, ladies and gentlemen, John Best Uche is my name. They call me the social voice, and that's exactly who I am. John Best Uche is actually a broadcast media professional. He is specialized in voiceovers, corporate event hosting, presentation, public relations, and of course, corporate brands and event influencing. All right, and I love connecting with real and interesting individuals, especially those of like minds. And I love this. I have the spirit of collaboration, teamwork, and everything. Now, when you have me in your team, you are sure to have, a beautiful and an interesting project and all of that. That is who I am. May I meet you, please? All right? So it's as simple as that. Do that. Now, do not tell us. I don't think there's anybody that is in school right now. If there's anybody that is in school, do not tell us you are a student of this. Because in real life, nobody really cares. But they only care about what you have inside of you right now, not what you're studying. True or yes? True or yes? So if you sell popcorn, if you sell anything right now, none of the above. All of the above. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. So please have to respond to my question. You say yes, or you say true, or you say truly yes. It's as simple as that. So let's do that now. Get to meet somebody seated next to you, and then move from this row you are to the other side. Expand your network, expand your reach. Now, what is the essence of what? Pardon? You're traveling. So the next 5 minutes would not, if you use 5 minutes to do this, you would enjoy this more than myself. I'm not doing it, I'm not telling you to do it for me. True or yes? It is for you. Alright? Imagine you increasing your WhatsApp status view. If you're a business person, increase your WhatsApp status view by 20, by 10, by 5. It's beautiful. But then the event is not over yet. You still have some things to do. But if you're living on your own basis. In character and learning. That is when how you'll be scored in giving when you're being given a certificate. Thank you.